I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah.
Cause, but I still love. Got 100 different to my cell phone. Still 33 for love. Ride to my dog sitting in jail. He's that ladder on the grass, spin it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Gresham, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Bally's, let them go. Then it's right back to the when I'm low. Box never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Steelers are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Browns, who will need to solve that secondary.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Bell, and he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now back to throw. And he finds McDonald. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
First carry for James Conner. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Let's get it. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Now let's go. Gun! We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there. Joker.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender. Yeah,
well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
All right, now, look at 56. Here we go. Green.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Check down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Woo, defense, let's go. Let's go. All right, here we go.
Again, it's Bell. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So then I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
They'll look to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Kaiser on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down now after the incompletion.
Tight end right. Come on, let's go.
From the gun, Kaiser being chased out left. Got his man, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Watch tight end. Here we go. Red 38.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
Yeah, punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
To the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
Set. Green, 39.
They'll send a receiver
Green,
in
39.
motion to the right.
Ringo.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Let's go.
Kaiser
We got three.
trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. And he is knocked down from the side at the 49. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely online. They just need a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
Patriot.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Detroit. All right, here we go.
Mike's 50. Check.
Now let's go. All right, here we go. 56. All right, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Let's go.
now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down.
Leopard! Leopard! Check 99! Check 99! Hurry up, here we go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like that. It's 13-0 early on.
Training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills?
Oh,
pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Akeem Hunt now to return. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he takes this one back into the... zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Let's go.
Now the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on.
Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 76 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. And that only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Strong right.
Come on, let's go. On second down, here's Crowell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Flex round. Let's go. Flex round.
A first down carry now for Crowell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Come on, let's go. Flex round.
They'll try to throw here. Kaiser escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go. Flex round.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. 30-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6.
Strong right. Here we go now.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going deep for Brown. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Rip right. All right, here we go.
Back to throw. He completes it to Bryant. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here we go.
Kaiser now from the 50. And he will find his man on the outside. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
That's Njoku over the middle. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Let's go. Hey, what? 90. Flex round.
They'll go with a big bang, Crowell. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sacked.
Quarterback gets hit.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on Ringo.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Tight end right. Come on, let's go.
Second down, Kaiser. Going underneath for Crowell. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Tight end right. Come on,
Play fake, Kaiser. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Another good reception there, and the Browns on the march.
Watch tight end.
From the red zone now, Kaiser. And the broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A beautiful fake. And nowhere to go. He'll make it back only to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to throw here. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Taking on the midfield logo. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go. Watch 7. Watch 7. Watch 7. Let's go. Grand 38. Ohio.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll go down at the 28. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Get him! Get him! Now let's go! Clean it! Check 45 to Mike. Check.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles, they're in the 2nd quarter now. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Ohio! Kill! Flex round!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Come on, let's go.
Now they'll bootleg it with Kaiser. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns continue to roll. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Down to lose one.
Let's go! Check! Looking to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Hurry up, here we go. 45's the mic. 6-man.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. All right, here we go. 3 down. Blue 90. Hey, check. Blue 90.
They'll set up a throw. Going deep here for Bryant. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Hey, hit the weight.
Set! 319!
45.
319!
45.
He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. And the Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Green 39! Green 39!
On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Howard Wilson. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Crowell. Room here to run. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Let's go.
Now a handoff to Crowell. Again, he finds an opening. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go.
Here's Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go.
Again, it's Crowell. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here.
Let's go. What? 90. We got 3 down. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round.
Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They come out here in the I.
Red 38. Red 38. Ohio.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Ohio. Here we go. Come on, let's go. Red 38.
2nd and goal They still need 8 yards. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are pouring it on. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Bryant. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! You think you gonna get this?
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Blue 90!
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Well, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go now!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Bryant with a catch right side. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now!
They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw here. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch right, we got right.
They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Back to throw. He completes it to Bryant. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Single.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Hurry up, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Rolling to his left. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. Mike 50.
Kaiser here looking to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Cooper again the target.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Here we go. Flex round.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. They find some open field here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Come on, let's go. Red, flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. White, 90.
They'll toss it to Crowell. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him, as we've seen. But you said 3 rushing touchdowns, and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, play.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Focus, defense, focus. All right, here we go.
Back to throw here. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And this is going to be incomplete. Now, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Howard Wilson.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Here we go. Red 38.
The pitch to Crowell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. White, 90. Ohio. Flex round. Let's go.
Here's a give to Crowell. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these 2 teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys
I'm a little skeptical
about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Browns, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the calendar change to October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even and mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm begging, I want on my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models, this is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Getting, yeah, I got that, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it, I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up, pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long. I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now I don't trust the so what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, what you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Don't know what you think it compare me to. Adrenaline popping, the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the Said I'm the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, I ain't. And she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go tap off a bridge. My black boys, I boys that knock off your lid. I thought y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Listen, I don't trust her soul. No, I said, what you mean? Whoa, I said, what you mean? You thought I was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I was fishing with cold. I'm still a partner rapping here like Moses. I'm like a molar roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think Rose still the Bobby Brown about to go get Paul McCartney. I'm James Brown about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson to some bad
Great 15.
You get if I order, that's word to my father. I will for my mother. Deal with my brothers, keep it real. Don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercover. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in the illest that did it. Get the cream look, drop it in it. Give about opinions. I'm just minding my business. If I'm grinding, I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad. Square one, it's hard to square up. Everybody got come, mama cries, dead sons. Lord, please bless them. Back to the party, I'm just pouring my. Don't get face step before, so I live it up. When a come, better get them up. That's a floss track, better get them up. I'ma keep eating this a dinner rush. I'll let you finish up. Block of diamonds, I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your highness. I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby, new age. That's a certain, baby. Let's take a ride. Put your for the ones that die. It's vows tonight. Just you and I get lost tonight and lose your mind. Squad, I'm it. Squad, I'm it. Squad, I'm dead. Squad, I'm dead. Squad, I'm dead. Squad, I'm dead. Squad.
I done came up, bustin' down the whole broke, it's that bag. Want your people swag, ain't even gotta ask. What are those, what is that? Please don't touch my rap, please don't touch my rap. I'm racked up like rappers, I'm wrapped up on camera, hit out on camera, squeeze like asthma. It's rare wrath when I wear wrath, bare wrath when I wear wrath. Might invest into some rap shit, look, still shit rap. And I'm dripping on rags, Rick gon' be the tag, through the digital dab.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a big-time divisional showdown in the NFC East, featuring Carson Wentz and the Eagles taking on Dak Prescott and the boys.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and Mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Watch the screen. Pass. Reset. Down.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Foles. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now Foles. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Hot. Oh, right there. All day, baby.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback. that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This is Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Here's Foles. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 26 yards. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right.
A second down throw for Prescott.
4 down.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down. Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Charles, that's an important third down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on fourth down, that's big for the defense.
So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
So the Cowboys offense coming back out there, and after the excitement of that 13-3 year, the NFC East title 2016, they fell back to earth in 2017. They still finished 9-7, but not what you expected from them.
No, the scoring differential was a big telltale about the difference between 2016 and 2017. They were plus 115 a season ago, just plus 22 this year. That means tighter games can go either way, and not enough of them win in Dallas's win column in this past season.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 2017 for Zeke Elliott, a mixed bag. Would he play, would he not play? Well, he missed the 6 games from weeks 10 to 15. He still finished, though, Charles, 10th in the league in rushing.
Just tells you about the talent that he has and how explosive he is and what he brings to the table. Look, he averaged 98 yards per game, 98.3 to be exact. A full 11 yards higher than number 2 Todd Gurley behind him. So that just tells you, if he plays a full season and he's averaging that type of yardage, I think Dallas's win numbers can go up.
They go to Elliott again, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Nine yards to go. It's third down.
Watch tight end.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. Well, too much oomph. Too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here we go. What?
Tighten up.
Then we're going to 53. Got it.
Check.
Then we're going to 54. Why?
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Prescott finding his big receiver, Bryant, there for a Cowboy first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds. Toe tapping.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Watch right there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Watch 9. Hey, you're on an island over there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And some room to maneuver. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open, so it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got some space here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 18-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Watch right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Coming to you.
Ertz over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I think this one comes under the heading of sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because you and I both know coaches go crazy seeing their quarterbacks roll out, in this case to the right side, and try and throw back into the middle of the field. He got away with one there.
Here we go,
Now it's a Ajayi, and he'll get nothing out of that one. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 25 yards out. And Elliott puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Elliott running right, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey,
Here we go.
we got 4. We got 4 down.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. He's airing it. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, 45 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And he will go down. a Cowboys sack. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Reset. Wide, get wide. Richmond.
Down. Blue 80. Tiger.
He's checking crash.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And the kick by Elliott is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The play clock's running down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Four down. Check. Four down.
The give is to Elliott. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Fresh set of downs here.
Strong right.
Hey, we're going to 54.
Hey. Four down.
Hey, we're going to kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Here we go.
Second down, Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Tight left, tight left. Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down.
Wide in.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Presto, presto, presto.
Hey, here we go. Wide in.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
To throw is Prescott. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they're not going to let him get this one off. We have a whistle and a timeout as they'll try to put him on ice a bit. And they still have 2 timeouts left. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Foles. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. It's a quarterback sneak, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage, as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. They'll try to run with a J. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They come out with one, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Nick Foles, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Eagles add on to their lead. So it was 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got it.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
There we go.
Prescott to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
There we go.
Here's Prescott. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception stays pretty much right in the end of this one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off Byron Jones.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vinny Curry in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here we go. 4 down. 57's Mike.
Now Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Prescott off play action. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 50. Kill. All right,
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play.
Hot. You see me? They can't stop me out here.
And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.